Good evening, good evening, bonsoir, buenas noches to investors in North and South America. 我係國際 investor， 안녕하세요各位早晨。Good morning to investors in Asia. Buenas noches, buenas noches, good night to investors in Europe and Africa. I'm Daniel Yu speaking from Hong Kong. It's 5th June here and 4th June in Wall Street. This week I have three main points to talk about. Number one, employment report and its impact. Number two, setback of AI intelligence. Number three, supercomputers. And then stock recommendations. Subscribe, like, and share. Remember to click the bell, please. Watch our playlist again so as to grasp the continuous trend of the market and refresh your mind. The employment situation recently is in a dilemma. There's a furious wave of layoff continuously. On the other hand, there's a high salary poor trade situation in artificial intelligence. Two extremes that came together made the non-farm will grow greatly from 294K to 389K, much higher than market expectation of 180K. It's good news, but the unemployment rate went up from 3.4% to 3.7%. What's the concept of 3.4% to 3.7%? It's the best way since 1969, the landing of the moon, which is the greatest project that US ever had. From this table, we can see in July 1969, the month of landing, the unemployment rate was 3.5%. In April 2023, it reached 3.4%, which is even better than the month of the landing. As for May 2023, originally expected at 3.5%, the same as the landing of the moon, but unexpectedly, it jumped up for 3 points, which is a large jump to 3.7%, showing the trend of layoff is still serious, but the job creation side has a larger effect on the market, so it blooms up the market. For details of economic data, please refer to my electronic handles location line concerning economic indicators and my series of 14 teaching videos with certain tests and philosophical questions to think about. Better trained to believe in yourself than any other people. Since this year, Dow Jones is the weakest among the three major indices. But hang on, see the big white candlestick of last Friday turned out to be the strongest. It has a big rise of 701 points, which is 2.12%, and over all 5 average lines, and the year line is changing from downward to upward, which is a confirmation of bull market. Another definition is the rising of 20% from the bottom, which means the watershed of bull market is 34392, not so far away. For S&P, it's shooting up by 2 big white candlesticks and are all about 5 average lines, and the year line is changing from downward to upward. The bull market watershed is at 4180 and last closing price is at 4283. It fulfilled both two definitions of entering into bull market, no matter by average lines or 20% rising from the bottom. For Nasdaq, it's even stronger than the performance of S&P. The 5 average lines are much wider apart than S&P. It closes with a rising hammer, and the year line has already turned up long ago. The watershed of bull market is at 12105 and last closing price is at 13239. Already finished the Ursa minor and Ursa major pattern and has been in bull market for a long time. When you read the chart day by day, you will see the importance of May 6th, the start of summer, which I emphasized for months, and by June 21st, the longest day, that is the summer solstice, a new scene will occur both in the market and Ukraine. On March 30th, I said, fasten seatbelt in the express, and at once the banking crisis burst out. Why? It is because of the awakening of hibernation of March 6th, woke up the hidden crisis very long ago. However, after April 5th, the Clear and Bright Festival, AI intelligence and related stocks clearly led the market again, and even ChatGPT was introduced in late 2022. The particulars of the year of the rabbit are clever and smart. Therefore, it is quite logical that AI intelligence is the focus of the market. In the US, the Microsoft brain is in competition with Google. It brings a new concept of search engine. It is in form of question and answer and not just searching for data. While Metaverse is also in keen competition with ChatGPT, it's simple and clear that the market is led by IT stocks recently. Everyone knows the advantages quite well, but it also raises another question. How long can this furious trend last? When will the adjustment come? Let's view from another angle. If you can grasp the setbacks of AI intelligence, you will be in a more favorable condition than those who only know of the advantages where everyone knows. According to Forbes, the setbacks include lack of transparency, easy to have bias and being controlled, lack of privacy, ethical dilemmas, security risks, concentration of power, relying too much on AI, job displacement, economic inequality, legal challenges, AI arms race, loss of human connection, misinformation and manipulation, unintended consequence, and existential risks, altogether 50 points. I've already pointed out that ChatGPT is not infallible, and a live error is shown in video 28 at 2023-0424. Thus, you know that sometimes it is very stupid, for it is still in the initial stage of development. Now, besides the US, the ChatGPT in China is the most advanced, but the Press Freedom Index of China is quite low. It ranks 179 among the 180 countries investigated. It is quite hard to teach the robot how to think within a limited scope only, for there will be another robot supervising it not to touch the set red line on economic data, political and religious red lines, and also basic concepts on Western countries are all fixed according to the central government and cannot have other versions. As I've already said several times, better refer to the software of top 5 in Nasdaq components. However, we can view it from another angle, that is supercomputers. Jensen Huang, founder and CEO of NVDA, was invited to give a speech on the commencement day of National Taiwan University to talk about technology and AI intelligence. When talking about IT products of Taiwan, people will only talk and think about TSM and neglected NVDA and supercomputers. Now, let's take a look at the latest ranking of supercomputers. We can see the first rank is US Hewlett-Packard, second is Japan, third is Finland, manufacturer is Hewlett-Packard, fourth is Italy, fifth is US, sixth is US, both are IBM, China the seventh, US the eighth, IBM, US the ninth, NVDA, and China the 10th. All these rankings are like university rankings. They are important, but not all in all, and sometimes they may not show something. Don't look down upon China. Two things cannot be shown here. Let's view it from another angle. For the list of total number of supercomputers, China is the most. This is similar to the total number of naval ships on the sea. China has the largest number of warships, but for tonnage and firepower, the US is still the strongest. How to view this in supercomputers? The performance of Hewlett-Packard is the first computer that exceeds the speed of 1 exaflops per second. It is shown in 1.194 EFLOPS using X69990 cores, and the 7th ranking of China is using 93 pflops per second. Please be noted, EFLOPS and pflops are in two different levels. But hang on, China still has another trump card. Once China really did have the first genuine ranking, but because of human rights problem in Xinjiang and breach of Sino-British agreement in Hong Kong, it was sanctioned by the US of not supplying the necessities, so they developed on their own, and some of the parameters are not shown in the list. So whether they are really so backward or still have some supercomputers not yet disclosed, no one knows. Anyway, supercomputers are of great importance in military arms, including missiles, fighter jets, radars, anti-missile system, and space industry in calculation the orbit and path of landing of Mars and Moon, as well as climate changes on Earth. Above all, the calculation of AI intelligence and ChatGPT, which is the hottest trend of the market and society now. However, for investors, please do not miss the top 5 accelerators. Lo and behold, do, re, mi, fa, so. They are all from NVDA. That's why I recommended this stock numerous times. Also, do not miss the top 5 manufacturers and top 5 operation systems. They may help you to choose a potential stocks. For stocks recommendations, mind that the top 5 of Nasdaq components occupy 36.23% of this index, and the rest are occupied by 95 stocks. So, no matter if you trade them or not, you should put an eye on them. Now we turn to the supercomputers and let's see how NVDA may assume it is even stronger than the Apple, but not suggested to chase high at this level. Those that want to buy should wait for the adjustment, and the 10 SMA is a guideline. As for Hewlett-Packard, the code is HPQ. Don't mix it up with HP, which is an energy stock. Even both are of high potentials. HPQ is just shooting up above the 5 average lines and going to break above the horizontal platform. But for development of supercomputers, it has much room for growing up. It is one of the greatest potential stocks. AMD is in the same position as NVDA, but nearer to the 10 SMA. IBM means international big mouth. Lo and behold, it is going to break above the 250 SMA, which is also the top line of a W-shaped pattern. Stochastic show high level buying signal, actually not so high. MACD shows can chase that high, actually not so high also. Anyway, it will open its big mouth and goes up to eat a lot of profit soon. As for AVGO, I show how to buy when seeing a false selling signal in teaching video 2. Now is not a suitable time to buy even during the hot trend of AI. Better to wait for refilling the jumping gap. Tesla is benefiting from Elon Musk's visit to China, and he's going to have a strong advertisement campaign to face the keen competition. So in June, please mind that the date of summer solstice on June 21st. It is an important day both for Ukraine and the market. Ukraine just compiled a promotion film of counter-offensive, the attack on which people in Moscow, no matter done by military troops, guerrilla, or Ukrainian troops, is to turn being attacked to counter-offensive and let general citizens of Russia feel the actual effect of war so as to push the government to end the war by their own movement. It is described as the Doolittle way of World War II, revitalizing 1942 in 2023. So again, subscribe, share and like please. Sayonara, auf Wiedersehen, adieu, bye bye, see you next week.